Microblading can help you get eyebrows that others may envy, but file this next story in the WTH What the Health category because people are now tattooing their own eyebrows at home. We found online tutorials and microblading kits online that come complete with tattoo pens and blades. Dr. B, what's your opinion on this?
So this is a terrible idea. Let's just start with that. So microblading, very trendy right now because the idea is you make very fine nicks in the skin and then you implant pigment. These are cosmetic tattoos done artfully by a trained person who's certified by the American Academy of Micropigmentation. Usually costs about $400. And then you get these kits online for $30, and this is one we bought online. Actually comes with the blades, comes with a pen, and then these pigments that can be very dangerous. So remember, anytime you're doing any form of tattooing, you're actually implanting that pigment in the skin. And there are kinds that can trigger severe allergic reactions or ones that can trigger granulomas. If you don't do this in a sterile environment, you can introduce bacteria and get a secondary bacterial infection. So for the $30, you can see on this particular set of pigment, the lettering is all in Chinese. You have no idea what you're implanting in your own skin. And even in trained hands, microblading can go wrong. What if you do the wrong outline and then you're stuck with it for months and months and months? You have these wonky, weird eyebrows that already look strange. Now you have something that may be implanted in your skin that triggers a reaction and triggers a true inflammatory response. It's just, I think, a horrible idea. I'm actually really disappointed and shocked that these are so readily available.
These are some reviews we found online, and these are people who use these at-home DIY kits. Please read, save your face. The ink made the area of my eyebrows slough off. Another review reads, waste of money, the pigment is very low grade, and instead of setting in the tiny cuts, it stains the skin all around your brow. Also, the brown turned reddish, awful product. And the problem is, with online purchases, if you don't read a review like that, obviously you don't know whether to trust the review or not, but with something like this where it's potentially a permanently bad reaction, it's not worth it.
Go to a professional or just use a pencil.
Right, and I think many people are turning to these longer lasting options because they don't want to necessarily have a temporary method of filling it in. They want something longer lasting. But remember, these are dyes that you're implanting in your skin. Sometimes when you read online, things are organic or plant-based. Ironically, those are the ones that trigger the worst allergic reactions and tend to cause the most. Like, remember, poison ivy is organic. Just because it comes from a plant doesn't mean you're not.
So how do you know if you're going to go get your eyebrows professionally microbladed? What do you look for?
So there's actually a certification that permanent makeup artists and estheticians can go through. It's from the American Academy of Micropigmentation. And so at least you should ask, as with any procedure,
see the results.
What's your training? Can I see some before, after photos? And then really communicate with the person who's doing your treatment because you're gonna be stuck with it for a while. I think I told one of the producers this story. I actually had a fellow dermatologist call me in a panic because she had microblading done in Beverly Hills, knows the industry, knows everything really well, and they did a terrible job. And she was calling me because I have a laser to remove tattoos and wanted to know if I could laser it out for her. But the thing about these cosmetic tattoos, and this is a whole separate topic, but very briefly, is the inks used in them sometimes are not easily removed with laser. In fact, they oxidize and darken to black with the heat of a laser. So you go from trying to treat this bad outcome and you make it so much worse. It's really buyer beware.
At the same time, I've seen some very nice results.
No, but you really
some of these are real artists who do beautiful jobs, not just on brows, but tattooing nipples after breast reconstruction, improving the quality.
I filed
of scars.
this in the elective procedure category. So
100%.
When something is elective, you can do all your research ahead of time to make sure you're going to get the best result in the best hands possible.